Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I'll do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Vic. What's up? What's up? This is the place where you find new talent, new faces, upcoming stars here live on the show all the time. What up, folks? Boy, today we got a great guest coming on the show. We have several guests today. We got 3 guests coming on the show, one at 7 p.m. and another one at 8. But right now we have Mike Bruno coming to the show. Mike is a 4-time main event pro MMA fighter, has fought in 4 different countries, has trained the NFL, and been in films and been bodyguard of Lil Wayne, among other rappers and musicians. Boy, this guy's been around, been doing big things as I see. We'll be talking to him in a little bit, find out exactly what is he doing at this present day. So I sent him the link. I'm going to wait for him to get on the panel, and then we'll move forward. I want to shout out all the artists that came out yesterday to perform out here in Boston at the Strand Theater. Big shout out to you guys. Also, big shout out to my man DJ Black, came down here for North Carolina for an event. Was out here. I didn't make it. I got there late. So I didn't get to see him. But he was out here last night. So just want to send him a big shout out. Also, a big shout out to YouTube and everybody that's tuning in around the world. Appreciate you guys. Big shout out to Celebrity Boxing. My brother Hazel Roche will be fighting on the 28th in Atlantic City. So I'm excited to see my brother fight for a second title. And big shout out to every other fighter that's coming out to fight on the 28th at Atlantic City. Also, September 7th, my good friend, model, actress, talk show host, singer, Bree Burke will be in New York for the fashion show. I'm excited to see her. She's an amazing young lady. She was just at the billboards in New York. Came out in the newspaper as well. So I'm excited for her. She's doing a lot of great things. I want to congratulate her for what she's doing. I'm trying to tell you. What's up, mama? What's up, Sydney? What's going on? So, everyone's working. Everybody put in the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, so, folks, I just got my guest here on the panel. Okay. We're going to bring Mike Bruno on to the show and talk to him and see what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? What has been doing? What has he been doing? All right, folks. So please welcome Mike Bruno to the show, folks.
Yo.
Mike, what's up, baby?
Boston Zone.
Yeah, you already know.
Good to see. It's good to see him. I came to Florida in '99. We were in New York, but then when my dad retired from the NYPD, he took us to Florida. He said, "Mike Bruno, if I kept you in New York, you're gonna become a punk." So he moved me to Boca Raton.
Oh wow. So, Bruno, I checked your bio out. You've done a lot of things. I mean, you're a busy guy.
Yeah, when I was supposed to wrestle in college, but right after I graduated, I went straight to American Top Team, and I had my first 6 amateur fights my senior year of high school on a Monday night. There was Monday night tough man fights in Fort Lauderdale. My brother had the job as the referee, and you could Google him. His name is Chokeslam Referee. They even put a clip of his chokeslam on an MTV show with Rob Dyrdek called Ridiculousness. And so he's like a famous underground fight club referee, James Bruno. So he refereed my 6 first amateur fights my senior year of high school in a nightclub in Fort Lauderdale. When you win, you get like a $50 bar tab and a copy of the fight. And it was a 1 10-minute round with boxing gloves. It was MMA, and a lot of guys got their start there. A lot of like Florida guys that came up with American Top Team had their first amateur fights at Club Atlantis, which is now it's like Exit 66, but it's on A1A on the beach. But then the tough man fights got closed down because at the end of the night they would have 2-on-2 girls tag team matches. Some drunk girl got hit in the head and didn't wake up, so the fights got closed down. But that's where I got my start, and then from there I just joined the American Top Team at age 19, and I had like over 20 pro fights over 10 years. Then my brother Steve's a 3-time UFC vet. He linked up with them, but then I had a falling out with them over money. Like, I didn't want to open up my own American Top Team gym. Then they wouldn't let me train people. If there was another American Top Team inside of a 10-mile radius, I couldn't train people at these gyms. So a lot of politics got involved, and I had to just break off on my own. That's how I got into executive protection.
That's the thing with boxing and stuff and MMA. The politics. It's like I never got that. A matter of fact, here we got a buddy of mine here watching Johnny Knuckles. Johnny Knuckles is also an MMA fighter and a knuckle fighter. Thank you, Johnny, for logging in.
What's up, Johnny?
Yeah. So, have you? Because I know you want to go back into the ring.
So here's the thing. No, I got since I have this like decade of destruction under my belt, I helped a lot. I helped so many guys get ready for world championships because I brought a pedigree of wrestling to American Top Team. I should have been wrestling in college and wrestling in the Olympics, but my dad told me, you got bit by the bug, Mike. I got bit by the subculture of MMA with the partying and the nightclubs and everything, and main event shows and having to sell $100 of tickets. You know what I'm saying? But now I grew up out of that. I'm like almost 40 years old. I'm over all that fucking poster boy shit, and I got a private coach named Kevin Gleason who trains mad boxers that are like ranked in the top 20, and so he's gonna. So that's the thing. I'm not trying to get like ranked, but I want all my MMA fights were underground, and after 10 years of ground fights, I owe it to the fight fans to give them some stand-up wars. And all I want to do is I want to fight karate combat and get 1 or 2 boxing fights and to show them Mike Bruno's skills on the feet. I'm a southpaw, and I've been working with this private coach. And I'm not nervous anymore. All my 20s, I was afraid to become ugly, so I brought my fights to the ground. I keep mentioning my father. He's like, Mike, I don't want you being ugly. I don't want you having a smashed nose or smashed ears, looking like these guys. He goes, you're handsome. I want you to be a movie star like Sylvester Stallone. And I'm like, I like this fight stuff, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you've done some movies, from what I read, and you've been on TV. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So when I was leaving MMA, I left MMA. I had a bad falling out with American Top Team. I was just like, they were good to me too. I was just in a lot of craziness, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pursue my acting. So I got a talent agent. I got headshots. I made a portfolio, and I put together a little like acting resume because I was a workout show host for a little bit. And then and I did a couple of commercials. I was on an episode of Burn Notice, which was on the USA Network. So I put together my resume. My agent called me up and they said, we got a movie with Matthew McConaughey. So I got to link up with Matthew McConaughey, and I was in a featured extra in the movie Beach Bum, which was kind of cool, just to be alongside of a star like that. And that's what a lot of like fighters want to do. They want to take their fights to the next level and get into acting, but at the same time, the fighter in you doesn't die. You go on your news feed, you see other people hitting mitts, you see other people sparring, I'm just like, the hell with the acting for now. I got to get back in the ring.
Right. Is that your passion? Is to fight?
Yeah, that was it from day one. When I have my private sessions scheduled with my coach, say it's at like 1:00 p.m. I'm up at 6 in the morning, packing my gym bag like I'm going to Disney World, man. Like the gym is that's my nightclub. That's everything. Like that's it. I love the fucking gym. Sorry for cursing. I like to spar people and get my shots in. And that's because I'm not afraid to get ugly anymore. Like, you got to take some punches to give some. My whole MMA career, I was a pretty boy. I didn't want to get hit, kind of like Mayweather. He just doesn't want to get hit. I'm so fucking over it. I love getting down in the trenches and exchanging blows. I know more science now because my MMA career, I was so focused on the ground fighting. And now I'm over that, the UFC shit. I got my boxing coach, and I want to throw hands. Even with the karate combat, it's all stand up with some takedowns, which is my expertise. I bring an Olympic level of takedowns still to my game. So you're gonna even though I'm 38, you're still gonna see a lot of me. Because I'm smarter than ever and I'm hungrier than ever. When you're in your 20s, you're just so young, dumb, and full of why. You just want to go berserk.
Right. So I seen you on the celebrity boxing page. That's where we met. Is that something that you're looking forward to? Is to get into the celebrity boxing, or?
Yeah, I love that stage. I like everything Damon has set up. It's a really good platform. It's so as soon as they can come back to Florida, I'm going to be about it. Right now, I'm not too into traveling because I got a lot of exotic animals at home that I don't really like trust a lot of people with. I got big parrots, I got a rabbit and turtles, I got 3 dogs, and for me to travel for a fight, that's a pain in the ass. So I'm ready. I'm just ready to like stay now. If the money's big, I'll travel in a second. I'll freaking find someone to watch the turtles and the rabbits and the parrots. But right now, I'm just gonna fight in Florida, man.
Oh boy, you can leave the wife at home with the animals.
Well, wait, hold on, wait. Let me tell you something. See this woman behind me right here? Hold on, let me try to get her on camera. Hold on, Dan, you gotta get in the shot. This woman right here saved my life, man.
Hi.
So I'm her 24/7 bodyguard. She hired me for executive protection. So wherever she goes, I go, or wherever I go, she goes. She's cornered me in the last fucking 30 sparring sessions I had in 6 different gyms. I go to Hard Knocks in Fort Lauderdale. I go to Combat Club in Lantana. I got Kevin Gleash's private gym. I go to Delray Boxing Gym. Then I go to Phoenix Boxing Gym. I go to American Kickbox Academy. So American Top Team is one place. I made my friends. I made my connections. And Danielle Page behind me, she's like the manager of champions. She makes sure I have everything ready to go to kick ass. So if I go to the show, she's coming to the show with me. You got to stay in this shot somehow. Sorry. That's Danielle Page right there. Her ex-husband is a bad guy. He put a hit on her. She had to hire a body.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my! I don't know. Girls like the bag boys. I don't get it.
Well, he was good at first.
Adventures.
Hey, he was good at first, and then like the money got to him and made him a little crazy. He's a doctor.
Oh yeah.
You know those evil doctors. You ever watch Dateline?
Yeah.
They're all on Dateline, the wicked doctors. But he met his kryptonite in the fighter, the street guy, Mike Bruno. I'll take any doctor to the desk, man. I go head to head with doctors my whole life. They think they're smarter than me. I'm the real guy, the real fighter. I'm the real source. I do the homework that the doctors can't do. I please the women that the doctors can't.
That's great. So how was it when you first got in the ring? Was you nervous for the first fight ever?
My family was. My family was tripping.
Okay.
I wasn't, because it was a dream come true. I in high school, 8 Mile came out with Eminem, and that I harnessed that movie. I'm like, this is it. Even when I did my amateur fights my senior year in the nightclub, where like people, the patrons of the nightclub were all around the ring, like banging their drinks on the apron. I'm like, this is just like an 8 Mile when Eminem had to win these fucking rap battles. I'm like, this is how I'm coming up. And then as soon as I graduated, I went to American Top Team and turned pro. So I was psyched. I got nervous later on when the money was involved, and I gave up my chances of wrestling in college, and I fucking had to find some side hustles. So like that's when the nerves came in. And then I was 21 years old. I had to fight a 25-year-old guy in Japan. They flew me to Korea to fight in Korea. My opponent was on a talk show, was on like the Jay Leno. I'm sitting in my hotel room in Korea. I wasn't even old enough to buy alcohol yet. So that's when the nerves come in. When you start getting thrown to the wolves, when you're really good at a young age. Plus, I was an American on a Brazilian team, and my dad told me, he goes, Mike, these Brazilians are going to stick together, man. He goes, get out of this fight game, become a cop. Then he's like, don't become a cop. Then he's like, go to the military. Then he's like, don't become the military. Then he's like, he goes, do executive protection. So that's where I listened to him, and that's what got me. That's where I was on tour with Lil Wayne, where he almost got me arrested. He made me pull my gun on someone at the Ritz-Carlton in St. Louis.
Oh wow. Those guys can be wild. They can be wild.
It was over weed smoke. It wasn't anything bad. Like there's a buffet on the top floor, and the rich people were complaining about the weed smoke on the top floor. That's where we were staying. And they called up my room. Some guy was yelling at me. Some guy named Patrick. And like Wayne comes banging on my hotel room door. He goes, Bruno, we need to go. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, we got to find Patrick. I'm like, oh my God. So we get out of the elevator. We get to the front desk and some little like white dude. I go, are you Patrick? He goes, yes, I'm Patrick. And Little Wayne goes, Bruno, get your piece out, man. He goes, show them that you're not afraid to have another notch under your belt. And I'm like, oh my God, what does he want me to do? Shoot this guy? But I didn't pull my gun out. I just cut a promo on him. I'm like, let me tell you something, Patrick. Do you know who this is right here? I had to do one of those things.
That's crazy. So celebrity boxing, it's great. It's entertaining. I've been to several fights. I got a lot of friends on that. That do celebrity boxing. Hazel Roche, Franklin Picard, Young CEO, Ryan Delton. John Dams. That's
why I like celebrity boxing. It gets your name out there, man. So.
Yeah,
it's Damon's cool, man. That show is cool. I love the posters, the flyers. They get your picture up there right away.
Yeah. It is cool. Yeah. And the good thing, right, Mike, is that kind of anybody can get in there. I mean, not anybody, but if you know people, you can get in there and get to fight celebrities, which is a great thing. I think Damien is doing a great thing. It's a huge platform. Yeah.
Anyone that knocks that show, they're not seeing the light. That show is how you network. That's how you get your name out there, man. That is, and it's not only for fighters too. It's for musicians. Yeah. For talent, any kind of talent. That's why I love it. I love shows like that, man.
Right.
So I'll back them up for. They were supposed to be in Florida. Then the show got moved. I think he had a hard time locking in a venue down here, but it's all right. I'll be here. I'm waiting, man. I'm freaking waiting. And then my private boxing coach, Kevin Gleason, he's going to get me on a show down here at the Hard Rock against just another guy like me. There's a lot of boxers out there with that are just the guys that are in their late 30s that are just starting out. There's Florida is an athletic state. There's a lot of guys that have bucket lists. Plus, I'm a former pro fighter. I would like to fight a guy with a record of 4-2, someone that's just in their 30s that left. There's a lot of MMA guys making the transition to boxing now, and Jake Paul got them started on it because there's money in boxing.
Yeah, there is. My brother Johnny Knuckles that I just mentioned he did the MMA, he did the knuckle fighting as well. And he just recently was in celebrity boxing. He got the belt. So
awesome.
So it's amazing.
It's awesome. That's how you get up psyched every morning. I need to wake up every morning psyched like it's Christmas. I know it sounds weird, but every day's got to be. I lost so many friends from freak car accidents and suicides, and got all the other crazy ways people could go. We've all lost people. So when I wake up and I drink a glass of water, I'm like, wow. I'm like, my people that died don't even get to enjoy this water in the morning. So I got to wake up psyched every day. And a celebrity boxer helped me wake up psyched every day. Damon was cool. He got me fired up. Even though the show got canceled, other people, other managers, other companies saw me working with him, and they got excited. They're like, hey, let's hit up Mike Bruno. Let's see he was working with celebrity boxing. Let's see what we can do with him. So it's a great platform.
Right. It's definitely a great platform. I love it. I go out there, I do what I have to do as far as my interviewing any celebrity out there or any boxers that are out there, and promoting. I bring them on the show and also give them promotion as well. So it is. So what exactly is your goal at this point?
Okay, so check this out. You ready? You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, let me get you back on the thing. All right. So for years at American Top Team, they used me to help guys that were fighting wrestlers. Like for instance, Thiago Pitbull Alves fought Matt Hughes and George St. Pierre years back. Mike Bruno was wrestling Pitbull every day. Like a lot of guys could credit me that got them ready for the World Championship. I never lost that skill. I never lost that pedigree. So Karate Combat is this new organization. I know the owner, the president. He runs this gym called the Goat Shed Academy in Miami. And it's MMA gloves, but it's striking and takedowns with like 15 seconds of work on the ground, and then you got to stand back up. That's what I love to do. That's what I'm doing now. Ever since I got back in the game because of Danielle Page, my hero over here, she got me back there. I tried getting into golf. I tried getting into like fucking throwing darts.
I can't
Dude,
see. I'm sorry. I cannot see you doing no golf.
No.
I cannot see Mike Bruno swinging a stick. No.
I even bought a putter for the house, man. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Then we went to the store. We got me a new pair of boxing gloves, and it was fucking time. I got right back into all these gyms, and it was just like riding a bike, man. You don't
right.
like you know your craft, you know what you're good at. If you take a long break and then you get psyched, it's just like riding a bike. And it's called getting the eye of the tiger back. Yeah,
you're right, 100%. And if it's something that you love to do, why not keep doing it?
And you know what? The worst for me was when I was having dreams at night, and these are in my dreams. I'm in a locker room. And they're taping my hands, and they're like, Bruno, you're up next. And I'm like, no, I'm not up next. I stopped fighting. They're like, no, you're up next. I'm like, no. And then I fucking wake up, man. So what? And I was having that dream every 6 months, the 4 or 5 years I left the MMA game. So it's a sign from God that I got to go back, man. Plus, I owe it to my fans. I sold so many tickets. I had thousands of people for years come out to see me, and I feel like I didn't deliver for them. So I did, but I feel like I didn't. So that's why I want to do these stand-up wars. I want to show everyone my left-handed southpaw skills. I got my private boxing coach. So I want 1 or 2 boxing fights, and then I want 1 or 2 karate combat fights, and then I want 1 bare knuckle fight. So I have my bucket list to the fight gods and to the fight fans to fucking deliver, to come out as the showman that I am, to be that, like, I grew up on Rocky. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up on like today's generation of kids grew up on like Harry Potter, man. You know what I mean? Like, and fucking Lord of the Rings and Hobbits. I grew up on Balboa and Arnold and the Terminator.
Yeah, so did I. I sure did. I did too. I'm trying to tell you. But so you rather be in the ring than train, just to train fighters?
Oh no, there was a point where I had a good connection. I was doing my strength and conditioning in Miami with the NFL, and when I stopped full-time training for my fights, they hired me to train them in hand fighting. So I got to work with almost every position and teaching them the art of hand fighting for football. And at one point, I was like, I don't want to be a trainer. I don't want to be one of these guys that open up a gym. I don't want to be a gym owner. I don't want to be a trainer. I want to be that dirty fucking dog that's fucking dying, has to get to his 3rd fucking workout in his 3rd outfit with fucking smelly laundry that he has to clean. And he has to have his hand wrapped. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that gym owner guy, man. I want, because then when I can't fight anymore, I want to go back to doing the auditions for my movies with Danielle. I want to get a movie with her where we could be in film together. So and that was one of the things. People fears, they're like, Mike, you need your own gym. And that's what every fighter does. They want their own gym because you could train. But no, I don't want my own gym. I don't want to hunt someone down if they owe me money for a membership. I'm going to want to smash them. It's the same reason why I didn't get into dealing drugs, man. I'll kill someone if they owe me money. You know?
Yeah. So,
okay,
so coming back into the fighting scene, who would you like to fight? What will be your number one contendant that you feel that will bring you right back to the game?
Okay, so as far as karate combat goes, there's a lot of big gyms in South Florida. So I want a piece of one of like these stars at one of these gyms. Now here's the thing, I trained at all of them, so I have to pick one now. So that's where I'm gonna probably lose some friends. Since I got back into the game, I'm all over the place. I need to pick one spot. I think it's gonna be Combat Club in Lantana. And there's some Combat Club guys that fight these guys from Fight Sports, and then they fight some guys from the Goat Shed in Miami. So I'm probably I want to fight one of these guys in their 20s that are like my size, that aren't ranked yet. Like I want to be brought back the right way. I'm not looking for handpicked opponents. I just want to be brought back the right way. So I'm not asking for a gimme fight. I'm asking for a fair opponent. And then I'll fight one of their maniacs. And that's what I need to do. Like I'm at a certain level where they're not going to want to give me average guys. They're going to want me to fight the best guy. So so all I want is one little warm up, and I can't even call it a warm up because these guys are training to kill. So these guys are coming to take my head off. So I want one guy against a guy like me, same weight. He could be 1-0. I don't want him to have too much experience, or a guy that's 0-0, because there's a lot of guys that are in their book. Like there's a lot of fighters that haven't gotten on a card yet, that are waiting to make their debut. So I'd like to fight a guy that left MMA that wants to make his karate combat debut, and that's what I am. I left MMA. I want to make my karate combat debut. I know it's a weird name, but check out the organization. It's really cool, man.
Right. I like watching MMA, UFC. Would I be an opponent? No. I like me too much. I like my beauty, right? But
my parents always hated this shit. They're like, "Why do you want to make yourself ugly?"
Yeah, I mean,
I like, I love sports and like football, basketball, baseball. I loved everything. I guess that was the only sport I could contend with.
Yeah. Was that something that you wanted to do as a kid? Was to get into fighting? Like that was it?
Even when American Gladiators was on TV, I tried building we got 2 bar stools out and stand on the bar stools and made jousts. So I've been even jousting my friends since fucking kindergarten, first grade, fighting every kid on the block, fighting everyone. And Sugar Ray Leonard boxing gloves came out. We had me and my brothers. We all had a pair. We always had a punching bag and gloves since we were babies.
Really? Wow. It's amazing. I used to box when I was younger, and like when I was like 15, 16, but it wasn't for me. I just, it wasn't for me, and I did the music thing, and it just wasn't working. And now, I got into acting. That's working for me.
Beautiful, man. That's the story.
Yeah,
that's how the magic unfolds.
Yeah, I do acting. I'm working on a project on my own. I'm creating a film with one of my writers. So
awesome.
Yeah, and I like that because I get to play whatever I want to play. I want to be a killer. I want to be Mike Bruno, big tough guy. I can be Mike Bruno.
I love acting. My favorite, man. I was so excited. I got to do a short film called Dawn of Retribution.
Yeah,
where I got to play a gangster. It was like, and it was so much fun. It wasn't even like I didn't even need to go to acting school. It was just I just pretended I was all the guys in the movies I watched growing up.
Yeah. Well,
I got the.
Yeah, well, acting, it's not for everybody, right? It's not as easy as it looks. Some people are gifted, and can do it, and can do a scene, in 2 or 3 takes. Some people take a little longer because they're not experienced. But I love it, because you can create characters. You play different characters, and to me, it's a challenge, So, because I get those roles that you say you get. I get those gangster roles. I get the CIA roles, because I'm a big guy too, So, I get those type of roles, but I wanted it to be challenging. I wanted to play something different out of my element. You know what I mean? I like to maybe play like a father role, you know, a police officer, a
I was gonna
sheriff.
say police officer. It's funny, man. You stole. I was
Yeah,
gonna say that.
you know, an attorney, you know, something out of my element. Um, but you
I
know,
love
that's
acting. Yeah, man. No, it's the best, man. And then you get into method acting where you start acting like that around the house.
yeah,
When I did Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey, I
yeah,
in between takes I took my phone out and I did like a selfie and which you're not supposed to do. And
right.
I go big Matt, say what's up. And he I think he got mad at me. He stayed in character and
Yeah.
he made some funny noise or something. And then I'm like, all right, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was with Matthew. I went from the fighting in the cage to next to Matthew McConaughey. I was like on cloud nine, man. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You know, I thought heard Damien say something about something in Florida that's happening. I'm not quite sure if he's going to have another fight out there.
He knows if he gets down here, I'm going to torture him. I got his number. Text him when the show was down here. I was texting him every other day because I was just this is like I've been entertaining the fight fans in Florida since the early 2000s. Even when I was even before I was a pro fighter, I was doing jiu-jitsu tournaments. I had people driving from Boca to Miami just to watch me compete in jiu-jitsu tournaments. So my fan base that doesn't die. They were all at my last cage match I did last Saturday for CCW. I got to do an MMA style fight on a pro wrestling show. And a lot of my fight fans that used to come out were there, so that's really cool. They don't even message me. I come through the curtain and I hear those same Bruno chants. And it's a good feeling. That's the best. Even like loyal fans are the best. Even like teams that are sorry, like like the Jets. The Jets always have losing seasons. Their fans still love them. There's nothing like loyal fans.
Right, right. So. Do you train? Do you do jujitsu or taekwondo?
Oh, yeah.
You have those skills as well.
Yeah, my first jiu-jitsu competition was at 15, and my last one was like when I was like 33. So I have a good 20 years of jiu-jitsu competition under my belt. And
Okay,
but here's the thing. That's why I owe it to the fight fans. I've been such a ground style based fighter for 2 decades. The last couple of years. I'm all about the stand-up wars now because I'm not going to get ugly. In my 20s, first of all, in my 20s, I didn't have that sweet science down. I had to learn jiu-jitsu, I had to learn wrestling, I had to learn judo, I had to learn kickboxing. So my boxing coach, I couldn't get with him all the time. So some of my sweet science and the fundamentals were off because I had to learn 9 other martial arts. Now that I'm over all the ground fighting, I'm focused on stand-up. Plus, my girl hates the ground fighting. I went to a jiu-jitsu club with her. She's like, "This looks gay." She goes, "You guys are all..." She don't want me telling you this. She hates it. She fucking hates it, dude. She goes, "You're only supposed to grab me like that." She goes, "You're only gonna box." I'm like, "All right, I guess I'm boxing."
Yeah. Oh boy, that's insane. So what does she think about what you're doing?
She likes it. She was in show.
Yeah.
She was in show business too, and she knows I'm like that's my show business. Like she and the worst thing on earth is wasted talent.
And Mike sings too.
And she's a singer. Oh, that's another thing I was trying to get into. While I was trying to find myself. She's a singer. I started fucking singing, man. I was pretty good. I was doing good karaoke stuff.
Yeah.
She's a real singer. She's worked in studios. But I'm like, I looked at myself. I'm like, I gotta put the microphone down. I gotta get the gloves on.
Yeah.
I'll leave the singing to her. She could sing me out, like walk me to the ring, singing some song. She could do some good hip hop too. She's from New Jersey.
Okay,
she was signed by Sony, and she's worked with rappers before.
Oh,
she's a piece of talent. Danielle Page over here. That's why she saw me. She saw me as talent. She goes, something needs to happen with you. She goes, we're both gonna help each other make it in life.
right, and that's good. That's great energy. I mean, you need someone like that beside you that wants to push you to the next level. I mean, that's the best person to have next to you.
She was an extra in Too Fast, Too Furious. There's a scene. She's in a scene with Paul Walker and Tyrese. during one of the races. She's in the second one.
How crazy! And then he dies in a car accident, huh?
Oh yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, God rest Paul Walker's soul. That was terrible.
Yeah. That's crazy, right? That kind of like seemed like it was a setup or something.
They say that it was a conspiracy.
Yeah, we're into those conspiracies, man.
About he knew too much, and someone said they whacked him. I don't know.
Yeah, you know how that industry is. I mean, you know, but
that's why I watch all these documentaries.
He was popular.
Who?
Paul Walker was popular.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, no, yes he was. Yes he was. Yeah, definitely was. You know, it's a shame that he had to go the way he did. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
And
he was like, he just worked the camera so well, and when you see him in person, he was so small, and on camera he looked so much bigger. He was like a lean guy.
Yeah. The camera have a tendency of doing that.
Yeah.
Making you bigger than what you are, but overall he was a great actor, I watched his movies. I love Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, they did good ones.
Yeah, he definitely did. This last one that they made with what's the wrestler's name?
The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah.
Really?
That one was I thought they.
No, you know what I heard? I heard the Vin Diesel and The Rock couldn't come to terms. They had some kind of beef or something.
Yeah.
Well, they're in competition, man.
Yeah, when you got two names like that in a film where they're both cocky and they cock. Yeah.
Yo, forget it, man. It's like two bulls clashing, man.
Yeah, so that's what kind of happened there, and
then I heard recently they made up or something, but who knows what's going on?
Yeah, well, you have to, because in the filming industry, sooner or later you're gonna bump heads with someone that you don't really see eye to eye with, because if you're popular and the next person is popular, someone's gonna book you both for a same gig. May not be today, might not be tomorrow, but in the future, and you want to always have a clean slate with everybody, in this industry, because you can get blackballed real quick.
It happens in real life too.
Yeah.
Like I remember like for instance, me, I'll admit it. You're in your 20s, you have all this power, you become a young punk. You think like you know how McGregor acts, man. He punched the mask. My dogs. He punched the mascot in the face at the Miami Heat game. He's like, sometimes the power makes you an asshole sometimes, and then whoever's running that company will blackball you. They're like, this guy's getting too fucking cocky. He's getting a big head. He's gone. They get rid of you in a second. So you got to kiss the right asses is another thing.
Yeah. So that happens in a lot in the industry, and boxing, movie, whatever, it happens. So you got to kind of fly straight.
It could even have, listen, real quick, since we're doing the interview, my girl over here, she hired me for executive protection. It even happens in her world and universe in Boca Raton, being married to a doctor before in the country clubs with all the rich people. And if you don't go along with them and their ways of life, they get you, they kick you out.
Like the Rock and Vin Diesel. There was
you know what I mean? They kick you. Like Danielle's a Jersey girl. These like rich California doctors, they wanted her out. They wanted her out because she wasn't going along with their bullshit. They have the men sit on one side of the table and the women sit on the other. It's like this whole secret society club of doctors and lawyers that they all hate their wives. They all cheat on their wives. And she's like, yo, I'm not staying married to this bullshit. So you know what it's like. If you don't go along with them, they kick you out of their clique,
Yeah, I mean, and that's how it is,
She's glad to be out of that group anyway.
I asked to leave.
You know what? You know what it's like. The rich people. Well, I'm Italian from New York. When I came to Boca, there was a lot of WASPs, which is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and they were not nice to the Brunos, man. They treated us like we were shit. I don't know, maybe because of the color of our skin, because we're Italian or something. These white people in Boca, and then she's from Jersey. They treated her the same way too.
Cuban. like I'm.
Why? Because we're street people. They don't like street people, man. They like the country club with the chocolate chip waffles and stuff.
Yeah, if you would have walked in there, maybe with if you would have walked in there with a gold crown, they would have probably accepted you.
Yeah, yeah. So we have yeah. Oh, they want to steal your idea. They even wanted her smell. The girls were like, "What perfume are you wearing?"
One of my friends asked me for an organ.
Oh, and then they wanted her organs. Even one of her girlfriends asked her for an organ.
What?
Yeah, these rich people are bad, man.
You know, it's and you know those are things, right? That are we laughing about it, but those things are very important because these are things that happen behind the scenes where nobody knows what these people be talking about and doing behind the scene. You know, doctors and lawyers and stuff, and especially if they're powerful. You know,
I had no idea. I
made my ex-husband. He had no patience here. My uncle was a doctor. He basically used my uncle for a platform. Because he was the same kind of doctor. He wasn't open.
I told her, I'm like, you could have married Paul Walker. Why did you? You could have married Ludacris from you were in the movies with these. What happened? What's with the doctor? No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
You know, it was all a good experience. Oh, but I'm more of a holistic person. I like more natural healing.
They like to push pills on people. We don't like pills, man. I like things from the earth, like fruit.
I find like everything is meant here for a reason. We shouldn't mess it up, you know?
Yeah. You know, well, the pills is an agenda that they got to push because if they don't push pills, then they lose money.
Yeah, the money. Yeah, the drug.
You know, so that's why they keep us sick. You know, they sell us food that keeps us sick, so we can go to the hospital and they prescribe you something.
Shots, huh?
Yeah,
well, the vaccine.
Yeah, it's everything is a game with these people. You know. Because imagine this: if nobody got sick, these pharma will lose business. They will fall. Yeah. Because nobody's getting sick. Nobody's getting.
What a racket! Yeah. It's a whole racket.
Yeah, it is. So you know, a lot of people are still asleep. They don't see what.
Sorry.
Don't tell them now.
I'm not going to say.
I'd say don't. Tell her not to say too much.
Yeah, right. Bruno didn't really have to put out the guns.
Show me the guns.
No, because we're me and her working on a book, and we're like, all right, maybe we should put that in the book.
Yeah, well, you know, if it's those people are very powerful and stuff like that. So if they see something that can,
oh yeah, they're fight just like I'm a fighter. They like to fight, but they like to fight with like their wallet.
Yeah, a lot of players, a lot of fun.
A lot of man, like he would never, like they don't do harm with like weapons, but they'll bring you to court as much as they can or threaten you with court. They like to threaten a lot.
Smear campaigns,
smear campaigns, gaslighting. You've heard these words before, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's like two battles I'm fighting. I'm battling and getting in shape for a fight, and then there's the stuff that everyone else deals with. What's going on at home?
Yeah,
that's hard too because it's hard to make it to the gym all the time when you got stuff going on at home, man. You know,
he works out at home.
But you find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I got the weights here. If I can't make it to the gym, I'm hitting the heavy bag in the back. I got my timer doing my 3-minute rounds. I do everything in 3 minutes, like it's the rounds. So just to keep my lungs up.
Right. So are you actually at this point trying to talk to some people to get you back in the ring for a fight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm planning on a cool fight around like maybe a little bit before Thanksgiving, so I can enjoy the holidays with my family. I don't want to. There was years where like I was like a piece of shit around my family during the holidays because I was training for a fight. I wasn't jolly. Now I want to do things the right way this time around. So it's going to be before Thanksgiving.
Like you're a Gemini.
The worst was when like my dad was an Italian heavyweight bodybuilder police officer who had 7 meals a day. He saw me starving my life. He saw me starving in high school. He'd be like, "Get the fuck away from the table." He goes, "I can't even look at you." You go, yeah, because like they're all about eating, and I was like starving all the time. Like, my Italians hate that shit because like we're all about eating, and I was like this starving. I looked like a concentration camp victim. And my dad was like, he's like, "Go upstairs in your room. Come eat later, so I don't have to look at you." So.
But Italians love to eat. They cook a lot of food like we do. You know, Puerto Ricans cook a lot of food. When you go to the table, we cook a lot of food, and we eat, constantly stay eating.
Yeah, man, we had Puerto Rican friends up north, man. I remember.
Yeah, you know, so Italians is kind of the same. You know,
Right?
Yeah, man.
And we
I saw
loud as
pictures-
hell.
Yeah,
We loud
yeah.
as hell.
I see the
That's true.
I see the
It's the
parade,
best.
the Puerto Rican parade every year. Man, hey,
Yeah.
you guys go crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
country, right?
Yeah.
But it's like America. It's in a part of
Yeah,
America.
man. So that's what's next for me. The Karate Combat show, a boxing fight, and then one bare knuckle, man. I think that's just like the coolest looking ring. It's like it's shaped like a circle. And that's it. I have nothing else. I don't want to compete in golf. I don't want to sing. Danielle could do the singing, and I gotta fight. And then when my body can't do it anymore, I'll just get back into taking care of my pets and cleaning and cooking
And what about training?
I'll pick up another hobby, but I'm overtraining people though. I love Danielle. I'm with Danielle 24/7. I can't give my time to someone wanting to learn anymore.
And he's got teenage.
And I have stepdaughters that I got to work with them a lot.
Okay.
Too. They need me. They're having stepdaughters that are 16 and 18. I have to be ready at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning for those emergency calls because they all have boyfriends and picking them up from bus stations in the middle of the night. So I'm dealing with teenagers.
You got to play the bodyguard role.
Yeah, man. And I had a flip. One day I had to go to the mall and curse out some. Where are you getting the shot there? I had to curse out these like teenage boys, and then they went home to their mom and lied to their mom, and then the mom just so happened to be like a mutual friend of mine on Facebook with like 500 mutual friends, and she put out on Facebook from the whole town of Boca Raton that I was like picking on teenage boys. Meanwhile, they were fucking with my stepdaughter.
They were
So she
harassing
made some status. She goes, anyone out there knows the MMA fighter, Mike Bruno. He picks on teenage boys at the Boca Raton Mall. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, they were picking on my girls' daughters. And I went to the mall like a psycho. I flipped out on them. Then they cried to their mom. Oh, this crazy MMA fighter named Mike Bruno yelled at us, and now I'm a bad guy on
Nobody
Facebook.
wants to mess with Mike. It's fine.
But they knew that lady was a Karen. She was a Mizanov. She was like some miserable bitch named Karen. So like no one agreed with her. Everyone knew that I was protecting Danielle's daughters.
Yeah. You know what? At this point, you're almost at your 40s. I think it's just my opinion that I think you would do very well in celebrity boxing because it's more entertainment than really physical, physical fighting where someone is really trying to knock your head off like boxing or MMA.
That's why I love it as that platform for me just to get my feet wet again. And I also that's why I still do pro wrestling. Man. I love anything in any kind of show in a ring. Is for me, whether it's staged or it's real. I'm all about it, and it comes natural. It's natural. I love the stage stuff too. It's like just like when you're fighting your friends in your bedroom at a sleepover and your little kid just pretended to beat each other up.
Right.
It's
so
fun.
Yeah, and celebrity boxing is getting really huge. And I think that will be a great platform for you because you want to stay pretty. You want to keep your look. You're not going to get in there and really.
But don't forget at this part of my journey, I'm ready to get down and fucking dirty in the trenches and exchange these blows because I have the science down now. I've been able to put in the time with a boxing coach and I'm not afraid to get hit anymore. Like my MMA career was so fucked up with the not wanting to get hit thing. But back to celebrity boxing, you need to manage yourself the right way. And for a guy like me, that's how you manage yourself. You come back with a show like that. You don't go back to the limelight right away, like because they're going to throw you to the wolves. Especially like if you have the gift of gab. I cut a good interview. They're going to want me to fight one of their top guys once they hear me cut a promo. They're like, fuck, well, let's put Bruno against like Trevor Jenkins, so one of their fucking top guys is like toward 100 amateur fights or something. I want a guy like me that's my age. Give me or a guy that wants to make his debut in his 30s, something. Just and Florida's a fighting state, so there's not going to be a problem finding the match. But at the same time, I'm with you 100%. Celebrity boxing, great stage, great platform.
Yeah, and there are fighters there that are fighters, actually fighters. You know that. You know about celebrity boxing and but it's kind of like it's your choice too. If you see something that you don't want to do, say Damien, I don't if it's entertainment, yeah, but I don't want to go in there and hurt nobody or have nobody hurt me. This is entertainment because that's what
right.
it is. It's entertainment, and our age right now, you don't really want to,
especially for the money. Like I'll do I'll do a war if the price is right. But as far as like coming up, bringing yourself up, you got to manage yourself the right way. If it's only going to be a couple $100 or a couple of $1,000, get a good opponent where you'll live to fight the next day. You don't want to take too many shots to the freaking head, man. You got to be smart. You got to be smart. You got to don't be a pussy, but be smart. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You see, like my father said, he said, work with your brain, not with your body.
Yeah.
You have to be smart.
You've seen karma. How many you've seen the karma? What happens? All these knockout. I think knockout. When you get knocked out, I think it comes more from karma, man. Like anytime I've never been knocked out, but anytime I got my ass handed to me was when I was acting like a scumbag leading up to the fight. I think if you train right and do the right thing, you won't get knocked out. You either lose a decision or something. I think these guys that become human highlight reels, I think they did something wrong in their camp, or they did too much sinning. I really feel like that when you get brutally KO'd, I think it's got to be a karma, man.
Yeah, too cocky,
Yeah.
This. I always say this. There's always someone out there that's going to be tougher than you and better than you.
Yep.
And
you
until you
learned that as a little kid, there's always someone tougher.
Yeah. So same thing in boxing and MMA and karate. There's always someone that's better than you, and until you don't get that opponent in front of you, you're not gonna know. So you really have to stay humble, practice a lot, stay in your lane, and whatever comes.
Guys, don't just do the right thing. Don't. There's even a bumper sticker. It says, "Don't be a dick." You got to be you got to be a good guy, man.
Yeah.
Like even driving on the road, even like hold the door open for someone. You got to be a good person, man.
Yeah. All day, every day. That's
you gotta wake
that's
up
very
happy.
important.
You can't wake up like a prick. Even if the dog's in your way when you wake, you had a bad night's sleep, the dog's in your way. You can't curse the dog. Get the F out of my way. You gotta love that dog. It's the same. That's how I approach going to the gym every day. You gotta love it. When I'm wrapping my hands, I gotta love it.
Yeah, you have to. And you know what? Dogs are the most loyal animals you could ever find.
Oh yes.
They know every mood. They know every mood you're in.
Yeah, but they loyal. You can take a dog, right? Put him in his cage, leave him there. You can treat him bad, and that dog will still love you the same.
Yes, it's true.
You know what I mean? You can tie him up. It's so true.
100%. I went nuts on. We got a husky the other day. My stepdaughter went off to college, so we have the husky now.
Yeah.
And it got me crazy the other day.
Sheds everywhere.
And then 5 seconds later was kissing me. And then she goes, "I can't believe this dog's kissing you right now. You just snapped on him." I'm like,
yeah,
they're loyal. They're loyal.
Yeah. So
Crate. She opens the cage and opens the door and turns the
alarm.
Oh yeah,
it's the husky's a pain in the ass, man. It fucking sets the alarms off. I gotta get one of those cages with a roof. So when I go to the gym, because last time I went to the gym to train for my fighting, she escaped the cage and set our alarm off. And the alarm company called me at the gym, man. I had to wrap up my workout, dude. I was pissed. But so anyway, I got to get one of those cages with the roof.
Yeah, that's. I wish people could be as loyal as a dog.
Yeah. Animals are better than humans, people say.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'd be like, whoa, I got a puppy. I got a little Yorkie, right? And that dog, listen, when she wants to play, she plays around, and I'd be laying down. Sometimes she pisses me off. She go to the bathroom, she grabs a tissue, and she puts it all over the place.
Oh yeah, you love that.
Yeah. Or she'll take my shoe and she'll bring it. And I'm looking for my shoes and it's underneath. And I'd be like, "What are you doing? What you
Oh,
doing?"
they're the best.
I know. No, so
Yeah.
you know. Like,
Aw.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
about you. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the life we live with these things. They sleep with us too. It's crazy. I know you're not supposed to let them, but they
Yeah.
won't go away.
No, they
I'll throw them
won't.
out of the bed all night. They come right back to the bed.
Yeah, they are so loyal to you, and then they want to be around you all the time. Mine's if I don't let her sleep with me, she starts crying.
Yeah, that's what they
You know?
do.
Yeah, and she'll put her feet up and she'll stop pushing me with her nose, like for me to pick her up. She's so smart. I'll be like, "What the hell?"
You know, it's funny you mentioned that with the loyalty because before I had the love for dogs, I was like going out a lot, you know, and I'd have my boys were always telling me to come out with them. Now that I'm not into going out anymore, I'm like these dogs. I'm like, why couldn't my boys be like these dogs?
Yes.
Like my boys are all mother effers, man. The dogs are the best. I'm like, you guys are my best friends. I told the dogs.
Yeah.
They'll never screw me over.
Your dogs will die for you.
Yo, I was like, the hell with my boys.
Yeah, those dogs will put their life on the line for you.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
That's how loyal they are, and that's something that I started to really look at my dog, and I said, man, I can't call one of my buddies that is loyal as you.
Wow.
Amen to that.
I looked at my dog. I said, I got an animal that's more loyal to me than anyone I know.
Yep. And how about this? The people you meet that say, "Oh, I don't like dogs." How could you not like dogs?
Because they're demonic in them.
Dude, what these people? I can't believe these people.
They don't really love.
You don't like dogs? Are you?
What?
Yeah.
My ex-husband used to be allergic to cats, but he's with this new woman, and she is down to spray. I don't know, and he's not allergic anymore. Like, what?
Well, you know what's gonna happen? That spray's gonna run out, break out
Yeah.
his eyes.
And then he has this dog. This dog has his name, his phone number on it.
Oh yeah, so real quick, I'll make it short. So
my ex-husband bought this dog for my dog.
Her daughter went off to college, University of Florida in Gainesville. So we have her husky now. Her daughter was living with the father. That he don't want the dog. We already have a pug, a cavalier, 2 parrots, 3 turtles, and a rabbit. Now I got a husky, man, and the husky has this motherfucker's phone number on the tag, the ex-husband's name on it. So I got to get a new tag for this dog. She goes nuts. She's like, I don't want to see my ex-husband's number on the dog tag. So we got to get this. Is the husky right here, Dakota.
Say hi.
He's beautiful.
Is she beautiful?
Hey, yeah, he's beautiful. Hey.
And then wait, real quick, while we're doing the interview, I just got to show you these things behind me, man. These are called macaws.
Macaws. Oh man, my mom had one of those. It was big as hell. It was like almost like 2 feet big.
Yeah, that's
They
the
talk.
size of the thing.
You know why we got it? Because Gucci.
And then there's Frankie. So we got a boy and a girl. This is the blue and yellow one.
Say hi.
And then this is she's called a Harley Quinn.
Say hello. Say hello. You're on the air.
She's beautiful.
Say hello.
Yeah, and then and then I got the rabbit over here. That's the rabbit.
With the rabbit, silly rabbit.
Yeah, it's big though. It's like like a dog too. So it's almost like there's the frog, that's the frog Coco, and there's always Cavalier.
Oh, they're not cute.
And then here's the fucking 3 turtles, man. I'm like Dr. Doolittle.
Oh man.
So I got so now for me to travel, it's hard for me to travel with all of them.
Yeah, I get it.
By the way, if I got to take those parrots out of the cage to bring them to by the way, there's a parrot hotel in Boca. I got to buy these gloves because when they bite you, their beak goes down to the bone.
Oh wow!
Every time they bite me, it's bad, man.
Are they snapping turtles?
No. I was talking about the birds.
The birds. Yeah, they're just as strong as the turtle.
Yeah, their beak, it could destroy a block of wood in like 30 seconds.
Wow, that's insane.
But so anyway, we're keeping it together over here. I'm
Okay.
I'm wait for Monday morning. I'm getting to Delray Beach Boxing Club. I got a guy that's going to be there holding mitts for me, and
Cool.
because I have to stay sharp. If I don't get to these gyms, I feel like a waste of talent. I don't want to blow my brains out. So I'm going to be. I train my ass off, and then me and Danielle, we run a lot of businesses from home together. We run about 4 or 5 businesses. So we're living a good life over here. We're just battling every day with the ex-husband and in and out of court. That's our biggest fight with lawyers. Yeah. So other than that, we just got to keep the eye of the tiger and not let drama knock us off course. You know
that's right. 100%. Always got to stay positive and stay away from the negativity, because that those vibes do travel. They don't have to be next to you. Bad vibes travel. It's frequency. Those frequencies travel. And especially if someone really, really hates you a lot, those frequencies travel. But
gotta watch out for like the spite work.
Yeah, exactly. So just stay focused, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that you're at a right place right now. You got a great supporter next to you, which is very important to have. And yeah, see, I would like to see you in celebrity boxing, man, one day.
Oh yeah, man. There's gonna be a lot coming. I'm gonna stay in touch with you. Maybe we could talk once a month or something. I'll give you a monthly update because I got so much sick things happening down here all the time.
Thank you for taking a tour with us.
Yeah, I did a cage fight last Saturday. I don't know if you saw on my Facebook. Danielle walks me out to the ring, man. It's fucking cool.
Really? No, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. It was with MMA gloves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I didn't see it, but I'm gonna check it out.
I picked up a referee stoppage at 4 minutes in, so that's on my Facebook. You tell everyone to check that out.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I know you're a busy guy. I want to wish you the best.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you more than anything. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talking.
I didn't hear what she said, but yeah. So I'll keep you posted. Keep me posted with what you're doing. If anything else comes up, anything new fight you want to promote it, let me know. I hope you promote it on my platforms and other platforms that I deal with. And if you got a flyer, you send it to me. I'll post it all up on my platforms to help promote you.
Thank you. I appreciate everything, Don Vic. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Okay, and you guys have a good night.
All right, God bless you, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Good night. Yes, folks, that was Mike Bruno. MMA fighter, actor, executive, protector, and worked for the NFL as well. So, guys, thank you for watching. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., we have filmmaker, actor Kyle, Passport coming to the show at 7. Make sure you guys tune in if you're not doing nothing. So have a good night, and I'll see you guys at 7. You already know the vibes. Your boy Don Vic from the Don Vic Show. Peace, love, respect. Y'all know the vibes, right? I am out of here. Peace.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward forward like soldiers, you better wake up for the pace up or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.